I'm a university student, and I want to be independent for myself. Like, I've just started university, and the last thing I want to do is be calling my parents every week and be like, okay guys, unfortunately I need 3K because I have financial I have to support myself in most things. So what would be the advice that you can give of that to be able to lift that weight from their parents? Yeah.
Part-time job. Get a part-time job. When you get a part-time job, it will make you a fortune. Our days, when you were in school, we used to be told, go to school, study, you'll get a very good job. Guess what our experience was? We worked so hard in school, we got the best grades, and then we came out and we were struggling to get jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah? And even the jobs that we were getting were not the jobs we thought we should get.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that stood out for me, why some of us struggle to get jobs. Because the only thing we had to show was our credentials.
True. Yeah.
But what we were being asked for so that we could earn good money was experience.
That's another problem. Okay, this is another thing in social media. You see someone, for example, in TikTok, they've gone for an interview, and then, like, for example, and then they say one of the requirements is they need to see your experience. So you're like, when was I supposed to be born -5 years ago to get experience?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where was I supposed to get experience when I was told I need to go to school and get the best grades? And you know what? If I was to go back to school today, I would make sure by the time I am graduating, I'm a multi-millionaire. Why? Because one, I need the experience, so that I can get the best job immediately after school.
Yeah.
Number two, I realize who said that somebody who is 12 years old should not be a millionaire?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So this thing is just in our
minds.
Yeah. So by the time you're 18, I do not see why anything that should stop you from being a millionaire. It is all a limitation of mind.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So the things that you're learning in school, if they are practical, they should be teaching you how to transact in this world, add value to other people, and then you get paid for the value that you're adding. Right?
Yeah.
So the other thing is, today, you really don't even need to leave your desk to make money.
True.
Online, there are so many online opportunities to make money. And not just Kenya shilling, you can make dollars.
Yeah.
The other day we were in Estonia. Guess what? There are Kenyans here who work in Estonia, but they live here.
Yeah.
They have jobs. That can be you.
True.
That can be you. Imagine the idea of earning dollars before you are 20 years old.
That it's exciting. Yeah.
Imagine earning euros when you are below 20 years.
Yeah. It's overwhelming. What should I do with that money?
The possibilities that your age group have are endless.
Yeah.
Because you guys are not Kenyans. You guys are global citizens.
Yeah.
And the jobs that you're looking for are not in Kenya. They are global jobs.
Yeah.
And with technology and AI, your productivity levels have just been elevated.
Yeah.
So if I was that person today, I'm in university, I don't want to keep disturbing my parents to give me money.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'd turn myself into an entrepreneur. I would get a suitable online job, something that I'm passionate about, and just turn it into profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sold sausages when I was in campus. I sold diskettes when I was in campus. I was making money when I was in campus.
Yeah.
So that was over 20 years ago. What about You guys, today, when you have a computer or a laptop in front of you, with global opportunities beckoning.
There's a lot you can do.
Yeah, there is. You guys should be multi-millionaires, not in shillings, in dollars.
So, but then again, the people who might be going to university, they could say, I am doing a double major, and maybe I don't have the time to get a part-time job. So how exactly can you, like, what's the word? How can you, like, make up a system? Maybe you can have a part-time job and you're doing a double major.
Let's go back. Why do people go to school?
To get an education.
Okay. After education, what?
To get a job.
And then you get a job, then what?
You live life. Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I used to think when I was in campus. I used to walk on the streets of Nairobi and I see people seated in restaurants. And I said, God, when I finish school and I get a job, I see myself 5 p.m. I'd be sitting in these restaurants, eating my fries and chips. I mean, we didn't have much, you know.
Yeah.
And that was like, I will have the freedom to buy those things.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So, if I'm doing 2 degrees in school, why am I doing 2 degrees in school?
Mostly.
I can do 1 degree while I become a multi-millionaire in dollars. My next degree will not be in Kenya. I'll be in Harvard.
But you see, now for that takes patience. And you know, okay, let me put it like this.
But
I'm someone who's come from high school. And what's the thing for courses these days is I want to achieve my passion. Like, there'd be someone who'd be like, I want to learn business. As I'm learning business, I also want to be doing, for example, psychology. So I want to do those two because that's my passion. But now then again, I'm like, I also need money to support myself after. So that's mainly the issue. Yeah.
I agree. I think what you really need to do is to define your success. Imagine when you're on the day of graduation, what kind of a person do you want to see? Do you want somebody who will have 2 certificates? Or do you see somebody who will have 1 certificate and will have a couple of millions of dollars?
There's 1 certificate and the millions.
So for me, I'd rather have 1 certificate and I'm already making money. Rather than I have 2 certificates and I'm broke.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So why? First and foremost, me as an employer, let me speak as an employer. When somebody comes from school, even with a master's degree, and they have no experience, they're just a starter to me.
Yeah.
I cannot even increase their salary.
Yeah.
Because of credentials, no. Because of papers, no. But the person who has experience, that person, I'm willing to pay them more.
Yeah.
So this is not a race for qualifications. This is a race for who can add value most to other people.
Yeah.
That is the person who wins. And that's why you see the people who we used to know as number 1, number 2, they're not necessarily the people who become the wealthiest from our class.
Yeah.
It is that guy who was not number 1, but was social, was able to connect with people, was able to connect with teachers, could speak to anybody. That person is the person who tends to do better. Because they have what you call real life skills. And guess what? Academic credentials can always be enhanced.
True.
So, like now I think about myself, I'm like, you know what? Instead of fighting so much to get to write an MBA or I'm a PhD from Nairobi University. No, I want to make money, then I travel to America and I do MBA in Harvard. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And then, guess what will be happening there? I'll be meeting other global-minded people. And guess what? My exposure, my personal branding. When we meet with that person who did their degree, their PhD, with no experience,
Yeah.
there will be a remarkable difference.
Yeah.
One will have to work for the other. And I believe the one who got all the papers first will be working for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. While he is doing his MBA in Harvard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about adding value. So let's go back to that young man. That young man should definitely be should ask themselves, how can I add value? And whichever way he wants to add value, they can earn money.
Yeah.
And they should start earning money now when they're still in school on a part-time basis.
Yeah.
It's a kind of way of experimenting. Yeah. Also what you like. Because also we study for things and then we go to the real world and we discover, guess what? This is not really what I wanted.
Yeah.
So for me, being able to be in school and working is like you are learning and you're experimenting with your learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm actually glad that I'm in this generation, and I'm proud of the people who I associated with, because even if I go like through my Instagram right now, 96% of my friends, you will not find them during the week or maybe the weekend, and the other 4% will be malls or church, or I still don't understand how people go to malls 24/7, but they'll be in church or they're doing other things. But most of us, honestly, like maybe right now, I have a friend who started her short course. It doesn't take a lot of her time, but the first thing she told her dad was, I'm not staying at home. Like, first of all, like, okay, you know, like the way you're told, like staying at home can like lead to bad habits. Like you're seeing people like in the estate are vaping, and then you're like, okay, I have nothing to do, I'm gonna start vaping and stuff. So yeah, I think that's expanded to me. I can't speak for everyone, but people who I know, that's been expanded a lot on working. Yeah. In conclusion, could you tell us what we should do to start our investment? Because being in a technological generation, we would like to know through the internet how we can start our investment from home. Yeah.
When I think of myself as an 18-year-old, thereabout, in today's generation, and knowing what I know today, I would, today, this day I'm talking about this, I would start investing.
Yeah.
Immediately. I would not care even about getting the investment right. But first and foremost, I would make sure that my investment journey begins. Yeah. And what I would do is I would get on an app, whatever investment option I can get through an app, and I know it is safe.
Yeah.
The people behind the app are good people. So just for example's sake, I would go to something like Chooms, download Chooms, which within very few minutes I become a customer, and I can save as little as 5 shillings.
Yeah.
So that means when even if my mom sends me bus fare, 200 bob, whatever change remains, I sweep it to my Chooms account.
Yeah.
What that would do is not even the amount of money that is important at this point. It is developing that discipline of investing, that good habit of investing as often as possible. Because once I build that discipline very early on, it means even when I get my first job, I will continue with the same discipline. Even when one day God blesses me and I'm earning in millions of shillings, I'll still be able to follow that discipline. And I would also make it my sole objective that by the time I'm 30, I'm financially free. That would be my objective. Yeah.
But it's not easy. As if people give the excuse of the, okay, not excuse exactly, but the economy right now, you're like, I have a lot of things to pay for. So it's not easy, I'm thinking. Because you'll be like, there are things I need to pay for as much as I want to invest in something.
Can you imagine? It's only gonna get harder. Because today is the day when you have least responsibilities.
Yeah.
But as time goes by, you'll have more and more responsibilities. At some point, you move out of the house, your parents' house.
Yeah.
Your responsibilities move here.
Yeah.
Then you get married, your responsibilities move there.
Yeah.
And then you realize you not only have to take care of yourself, the society has an expectation on you.
Yes.
There is a contribution for this, a contribution of that. They don't consult you how much you earn, but they expect a contribution from you.
Yeah.
Responsibilities are just going up. Then you realize even your own parents, they need your assistance.
Yeah.
You also need to be a blessing to them, not even just because they are financially dependent. So today is the day, as a young person, you'll have the least responsibilities.
Yeah.
So if you make an excuse that you have responsibilities, then you will make that excuse forever.
Yeah.
And you will never be who you want to be. So for me, I would not even start thinking it is difficult. It is no. Start.
Interesting.
I start. Where it will end, we shall know. But I start today. Yeah. It's like building a house. Don't start thinking of how you will finish it.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow it is at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
But you start. At some point, you'll have a house.
So it's like jumping into something.
You need to take a step for you to be different and better from the version you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Question answered. So I think that's all I have today for you.
Okay.
Thank you for your advice. I think I've learned a lot, mostly the definitions. Sorry for the blank face, it's just like I was like, what's so, so yeah, but thank you for your advice. I'm sure that a lot of us will be impacted to start investing and get our freedom much later on. So yeah.
Sooner.
Yes, sooner.
Sooner.
Yeah.
Sooner. I'll tell you something that young people always assume, and they are wrong. They assume that it is always going to be like this when they have very little money.
Yeah.
And they are depending on others somehow.
Yeah.
But 10 years from today, you'll be surprised how much you'll be earning. The problem is, if you don't start the discipline, if you don't plan for success, that window of opportunity will come and pass you without you knowing.
Yeah.
And then you'll only realize it has passed by looking through the rear view mirror. And that's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah.
To make sure that every young person who is listening to this conversation, they start now, and when that blessing comes, they will be able to recognize that opportunity to really become the best that they can ever become. And when they look back into their lives, they will say, I'm so glad I started when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am seeing myself going to implement that, because I think I want to sleep as much as I want when I'm 30. I don't think that's never going to end. So, yeah.
You know what was, when we were in Estonia the other day, there's something that surprised me. We visited a studio where we have these gamers. They develop games.
Yeah.
All these games we see.
Yeah.
And they had all these statistics of who are the consumers of gamers. Guess the biggest consumers of gaming are in which age group?
I'm guessing 18 to 25.
Wrong.
30 to...
Wrong. it was 45 to 64 years.
How even?
Yes.
No. What?
45 to 64 years. So I asked why. I don't understand. I thought it was the young guys. He said no. It's because in that economy, in Europe,
Yeah.
people who are 45 years, they have already built their businesses, they have gotten their financial freedom,
Yeah.
and they only show up to work just to check like an hour and they are gone. And guess what they do with the rest of their time?
Gaming.
Gaming.
Okay, gaming these days requires money, so I'd understand. So I'm still confused, honestly. I wouldn't lie and say I don't follow gamers, and most of them are really young, like 21, 23.
In Europe, it's completely the other way around. Because we are talking of entrepreneurs, you're talking about people who took big leaps of faith when they were young.
Yeah.
They started businesses when they were your age.
Yeah.
And they started investing when they were your age. By the time they are 45,
Yeah.
they have gone through all seasons of putting together a business.
Yeah.
They have systems and people. They only show up to confirm that it is still going on and people are making money for them.
Yeah.
So they spend most of their time just gaming. 45 to 64 years.
That's new. Okay, that's new, honestly.
Now,
Yeah.
when I think of Kelly, when she is 45 to 64 years, I hope that she will have the options.
Yeah.
The option to just chill
Yeah.
and play games with her children, grandchildren, whoever it will be,
Yeah.
or travel. That is the kind of aspiration I have for you and all the young people who will listen to, get to listen to what we have discussed today.
Yeah.
Yeah.